I'm all the way fucked. This is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button. We are now surviving Fat Joe. Pure survival. This is crazy. So for everybody that's asking, Jamil, why do you smoke cigarettes? This is exactly why. I cannot. It's like every time I turn around, somebody in Hollywood, somebody that comes from that realm of the Hollywood sector is being exposed during survival. Salute to Kelly. Salute to Tamika. Tiffany. This is crazy, guys. They done went and got Fat Joe. They done went and got our black, fat Latino brother. This is crazy, guys. Fat Joe. I know Joe feel like he wish he would have just sat down somewhere. Sat down and had a coconut smile. Fat Joe been doing motherfucking podcasts and trying to talk to the people and give them positive advice and all this stuff he was doing on the podcast, Joseph. And Joseph, now it's your turn for the freak off hot seat. Bible. Joseph, Joseph, oh my God. Joseph, I know this is worse than that picture that they had where it showed your butt crack. Why they said, but that's why we call him Joe Crack, because the crack of his ass is always out, and his boobs and shit. Fat Joe, this is crazy, man. Everybody get them likes up. This is literally breaking news. First, they got what? Diddy Glover, Shannon Sharp, Tyler Perry. You know what I'm saying, man? I don't even believe in Hollywood no more. I just don't. Salute to Kelly. Hit that super chat. Now we know how he got all the way up, and now he's all the way fucked. This shit is crazy, y'all. Fat Joe just got hit with a crazy lawsuit, and I think this thing right here, I think this might be a RICO, y'all. Fat Joe is going to end up being cellmates with Diddy Glover. Everybody that wanted to be quiet, that hung out with Diddy Glover, that partied with Diddy Glover, that was at the freak off dungeon, and y'all ain't want to go help Diddy, now look at you. None of y'all wanted to go but Kanye West in his Michael Myers boots and his Klansman outfit, Pure Survival. None of y'all wanted to go and show up for Diddy Glover, knowing that y'all was hanging out with him in the 90s and in the 2000s. Joseph, they are saying in this lawsuit that Fat Joe allegedly had a freak off, was forcing a man to have a freak off, and they said that he allegedly had a freak off with two 15-year-olds and a 16-year-old. Pure survival. I cannot make this up. Salute to Kelly. Thank you so much, Kelly. You be setting it off with that super chat during survival. Fat Joe, they talk about this man was with two 15-year-old girls. This is crazy. Y'all can't say nothing about Robert Kelly. I don't want to hear none of you rap artists, none of y'all talk about Robert Kelly. Because now the truth is being revealed that there are more celebrities with freak off goddamn behavior inside of their closet. Now, Fat Joe has not been convicted, ladies and gentlemen, but this just came out. He got hit with a $20 million lawsuit. The artist that was working with Fat Joe that made that song all the way up, and I'm all the way fucked. The dude who did that song said Fat Joe burned him. He wasn't paying him the money he was supposed to get. Why are all these producers, when we young people and you want to come in the industry, you want to be an actor, you want to be a rapper, it's like you got to protect your sexuality. You gotta protect your virginity. This is crazy. This man said Fat Joe ripped him off, wasn't paying him no money. That's the same Diddy Glover's behavior. Then they talking about two 15-year-olds and a 16-year-old. What the hell can you do with a 15 and a 16-year-old, Fat Joe? Peel the Bible. Drop their ass off at McDonald's. Get them a kid's meal. This is crazy. Salute to goddamn Kelly. Stay hitting that super chat. Peel the Bible. But this is crazy, y'all. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think he's guilty. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think that Fat Joe is guilty. But this look real bad. You know what I mean? It's gonna be kind of hard. Now how we gonna say, oh, they taking down all our powerful black men? What we gonna say now? Oh, they taking down all our powerful Latino men? like I said, I don't know what to believe no more. Because these lawsuits is coming back to back. These RICO charges is coming back to back. These minors is coming up. And this lawsuit said that Fat Joe allegedly forced this man to have freak-offs. They said Fat Joe had the same type of stuff that Diddy had. Like cameras set up, recording shit, doing bribery, saying, look, if you don't do this, if you don't clap this girl's cheeks, or if you don't let your wiener disappear, pure Bible, then you're gonna get consequences. You know what I'm saying? And then you got one of Fat Joe's old artists. Shout out to what's the boy name? He got the cut on his face. Cuban Links. Cuban Link's been coming out exposing Fat Joe for this kind of behavior for years. Pure survival. Cuban Link never said nothing about no minors, but Cuban Link said that Fat Joe really will burn you out your money. You do business with him, he will rob you. This is what Cuban Link been saying. Why Abercon Freak the only white man? I do not. Abercrombie and Fitch so far, the sickest white dude came out recently, pure survival. But you still got Einstein, Weinstein, all these people. I know Fat Joe somewhere is sick right now. He was trying to lose all that motherfucking weight. He probably depressed, sitting there eating some chicken wings with Rick Ross. Huh, they going boob to boob. They probably rubbing boobs. Like Rick Ross, they gonna come for you next. I'm telling you, Jay-Z, I know Jay-Z probably went and ran and him and Beyonce somewhere drunk in love on a spaceship somewhere. Pure Bible. If you want to stay in the industry, you got to fuck around and go out of space right now. Because they is coming and getting everybody. And these things that they said, Fat Joe had this dude, I forget his name, the big husky light-skinned dude that be with him. He was like the enforcer dude. That kind of like, if you don't do what Fat Joe wants you to do, they allegedly beating you up, tying you up, doing all these. You know, this is everything that they said about Diddy. This is why it makes me think that people was afraid to stand up for Diddy Glover because they didn't want themselves to get exposed. But now it's coming out. It's like all of these victims found the courage ever since Cassie came out. Pure survival. You got the dude came out on Tyler Perry. There's other men coming forward. Oh man, the jail gonna look crazy. You gonna have Diddy and Tyler Perry as cellmates, Abercrombie and Fitch, and Fat Joe. Like the jail is gonna be crazy. Nothing but celebrities. Pure survival. You ain't gonna need no boombox. You ain't gonna need no tablet. All the music and talent gonna be in that motherfucker jail. Pure survival. You're gonna have Mo Dia in the jail cell. Mo Dia in there trying to back hit the fuck up on inmates. Pure survival. You got Diddy backing it up. You got Mo Dia backing it up. This is just crazy, guys. Fat Joe sued for $20 million for a sick Diddy-like lawsuit. Everything they said about Diddy. Only thing I didn't hear yet, Fat Joe, is the baby oil. They're going to find the baby oil, Fat Joe. If they come out and say that Fat Joe is a baby oil user, pure survival, I'm going to just say, fuck it. The whole industry is a bunch of cheek clappers, alleged molesters. Goddamn, I'm scared now. Why would you get in an industry full of people with these kind of allegations? You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Big Pun. Everybody put a one in the chat for Big Pun, Pure Survival. Because Cuban Links, that was down with Terror Squad, he said also that Fat Joe wasn't putting no money in Big Pun's kids. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look out for Big Pun's people. It's been these rumors going on for a long time. That's why I believe this kind of stuff. Because all these people that's getting exposed now, that's why Cat Williams was telling the truth. When Cat Williams said the year of exposure was happening last year, it started last year. Now it's spilling all over into this year. It's like Cat Williams must have talked to a motherfucker like the higher upper said, Cat Williams, we know you ain't gonna get down with us. You know you're not gonna let us rub our fingers through your Jerry curl, Pure Survival. So we're gonna keep our fingers out of your Jerry curl. So Cat Williams let him know you can't put your fingers inside my Jerry curl. You know what I'm saying? But they whispered in his ear and lifted up his Jerry curl and whispered in Cat Williams' ear and said, look, everybody's going down. And Cat Williams came out and told us, and now we see. This is crazy, Fat Joe. God damn it. I don't even know what the hell to say. We were just talking about Tyler Perry, and then Fat Joe. It's like you spoke on a lot of different things on your platform. Now what you gonna say about yourself, Fat Joe? Pure Survival. Joseph, what do you have to say? You gonna turn into a Jehovah Witness? A Joseph Witness? You know what I'm saying? This is insane. Yo, they said that Fat Joe, and I'm sorry guys, it's like 112 degrees out here. Fat Joe was allegedly flying the 15-year-old and the 16-year-old out, ladies and gentlemen. This is in the lawsuit. He allegedly was flying 15 and 16-year-old girls around, allegedly, two 15-year-olds and a 16-year-old, you know what I'm saying, all over. What do that sound like to y'all? Don't that sound like sex trafficking, Pure Survival? That's what they're going to say next, Joseph. They're going to say sex trafficking coming next. Dude, if this is true, they're going to have a 15. And then they said one of the 15-year-old or the 16-year-old came out and said that this was true. They said that the 15-year-old and the 16-year-old, one of the two, said that this really, really happened. That this is not allegedly during survival. That this is not allegedly. You know what I'm saying? It is just crazy. Like, I should be in the pool swimming right now, y'all. I should be in the pool swimming. Instead, I'm out here sweating, trying to get this new information out to y'all on this whole lawsuit. We are really surviving Hollywood. We surviving Hollywood, y'all. Like, all these people that's supposed to be our heroes, they're supposed to be the leaders, you know what I mean, supposed to be guiding us in the stuff. The man said that Fat Joe was ripping him off. And then they said that they got voice messages, videotapes. What is up with the celebrities and wanting to do everything on camera? You know what I'm saying? Why do you want to get me on camera buck ass naked so you can hold it and dangle it over my head? The same shit that Diddy was doing. This is crazy, man. Kelly hit that super chat. She said, gonna be decades of exposure, exposing who got Young Dolph. That's gonna come next too. That's another joint right there. Rest in peace to him. But we know that situation. You know what I'm saying? But everybody is getting exposed for this kind of sick behavior, this demonic behavior. And as I told y'all, I don't know if Fat Joe is guilty or not, but this just came out. And it is all the way up. And I know you all the way fucked. They got the feds involved. They said in the lawsuit that Fat Joe allegedly was using PP loans to pay his taxes. The man was using PP loans. You know what I'm saying? And using his producer, whoever the dude is that sued him, I forgot his name, using his money also to pay taxes. So Fat Joe allegedly was getting them PP loans too, Pure Survival. So these men got these private jets and these freak-off yachts and all of this jewelry and all of this stuff that looks so good. They got our kids looking like, I want to be just like that motherfucker. I want to take my clothes off. I got so much money, they don't even care that I look a fat mess. Press a Bible. He would have his butt crack showing, not giving a damn. The dude said that Fat Joe was forcing him to sleep with people, allegedly minors. This is crazy. You can't force me to sleep with a child. Press a Bible. You know what I'm talking about? I'd rather lay in the bed with a Chucky doll before you put me in the bed with a goddamn kid. Pure survival. I'd lay down with Charles Lee Ray. This is crazy, Joseph. Joseph, you need to get on your podcast, Joseph, because this is going to be all over the internet. Pure survival. You are going all the way up, Joseph. You know what I'm saying? This lawsuit is dead in the middle of literally, diddly, and you're going to try to say you didn't do diddly. You can't try to turn the Big Pun. Big Pun is an icon, pure survival. And allegedly, you just left Big Pun's family stuck, and you didn't look out for them. You know what I'm saying? And these are the rumors that we've been hearing for years. And I'm not saying that this is true, Fat Joe, pure survival. But you can't go into dead in the middle of literally, did it, but I didn't do diddly. I used to know how to do that, Fat Joe, that motherfucker Big Pun verse, Prince of Bible. That was one of the best verses ever. You know what I'm saying? We can all do it together. Dead in the middle of literally, but Fat Joe talking about he didn't do diddly. They're not saying that you didn't do diddly, Fat Joseph. This is crazy, guys. Fat Joe hit with a major, massive lawsuit, a whole Diddy Glover's lawsuit. Said the man had cameras. This dude said he got text messages, video surveillance. You know what I'm saying? How can you deny these allegations if these people got receipts? Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people get this money and they get this power, and then they feel like they own you. This is what the man was saying in his lawsuit, pure survival. This is crazy, guys. When you got Fat Joe, Modia, all of them in the jail cell together. I know Diddy's sitting there happy the motherfucker, pure survival. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If I was Diddy Glover, put yourself in Diddy Glover's shoes right now, pure survival. All this shit coming out. Wouldn't you be happy if you was Diddy Glover? I'd be happy as a motherfucker right now. That's exactly what y'all get. I know y'all was at my freak off parties, pure survival. Y'all recording people, forcing people to do all this stuff, forced freak off labors. Y'all sitting there doing flights and flying people all over the world. Y'all doing the same thing that I was doing. And none of you motherfuckers stepped up with me. Pure survival. Y'all was making all these baby oil Astroglide jokes. Now look at Tyler. Now look at motherfucker Joseph. Now y'all all coming down with me. Pure survival. Put a one in the chat if y'all think Diddy is in there snitching. Put a one in the chat if you think Diddy told on Tyler Perry and told on Fat Joe. Pure survival. Because I don't put it past Diddy Glover. Diddy Glover is like, look, if I lose, I done already put in like 5 to 6 motherfucking mistrials. Fat Diddy sitting there rounding up all the celebrities. Kanye West, his name came up in the lawsuit. He said, look, Diddy Glover, I'm going to come down. Pure survival. Don't snitch on me. I'm going to come. You know what I'm talking about? Keep your lips locked down. Your lips locked down. Keeping your lips locked down. Your lips locked down. Keeping your lips locked down. Your lips locked down. You lose. You lose. Diddy probably told Kanye West, look, keep your lips locked down, goddammit. Don't say a word. We're going to snitch on everybody else. Motherfucker, Kanye West probably told on Fat Joe. Kanye West probably told on motherfucker Tyler Perry. Brother Bible. You know what I'm talking about? You got to think about this. How is all these celebrities getting exposed and getting hit with these RICO lawsuits? They said Fat Joe allegedly had 2 15-year-old girls. Now, that's not even funny, to be honest with y'all. Y'all know I laugh, joke, play around, expose shit, but I don't find that funny. 2 15-year-old girls and a 16-year-old girl. And they said that in the lawsuit, Fat Joe allegedly was buying them stuff. Like was buying them gifts and purses and different things like that to keep them silent, to keep them happy. You know what I mean? To keep them doing whatever. One of the girls in the lawsuit, they said Fat Joe, one of the 15-year-old girls, Fat Joe was paying her money to make his wiener disappear. Pure survival. To make his little motherfucker, make his goddamn, his, his Latino pecker disappear. His Latina pecker disappear. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? And it's not funny, but it's crazy. This is what they saying. Fat Joe was forcing, he had this young girl eating his dingaling up. Pure survival. Just put it like that. A 15-year-old girl eating your dingaling up, and then you sitting there buying her shit, flying her around in different states and different stuff like that. This is in the lawsuit, y'all. Like I said, Fat Joe, I'm not saying that you did this. Pure survival. But I have to read off the goddamn allegations. The man said you was burning him out of all his money. He wrote he did the all the way up song, and you ain't paid him his money. He's suing you for $20 million. It's a whole lot of different things that's in this lawsuit. Pure survival. I had to go out. I said I gotta smoke a cigarette. I gotta stretch my legs out. It's too many lawsuits coming left and right. Pure survival. The goddamn feds is going overtime. You know what I mean? You had all the rappers, the new rappers that you didn't even know who they was, Pure Survival. Last year, they all was just dying. Or every new rapper would come out. He'd be out for like 2 weeks. And then as soon as I start to hear him, oh, the motherfucker's hot. Next thing you know, oh, he got killed. That was the whole thing going on. All the young rappers and the goddamn industry people allegedly getting life insurance on these people and not caring that they crash out and lose their life. Pure survival. This is all industry stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then now, after Cat Williams said what he said, all the celebrities, actors, rappers, all of that has been getting exposed for having a demonic life, secret life. And then they get poor motherfuckers that want to become celebrities, pure survival, and be giving them pennies. But making them have to do these nasty things, allegedly, pure survival, promising them a damn dream. Joseph, I'm so disappointed in you, pure survival. Joseph, I don't even know what to goddamn say, Fat Joe. But I know you better get on your goddamn platform. You better speak out and say something. Tyler Perry tried to say something yesterday, pure survival, talking about don't panic, don't panic. And then allegedly he was rushed to the hospital today. Pure survival. I really heard that Tyler Perry, his ass passed out. Next thing you know, Fat Joe gonna be the next motherfucker. They gonna talk about Fat Joe rushed to the hospital, motherfucker had a diabetes attack. Pure survival. No, he didn't. Put them donuts down, Fat Joe. Put the Twinkies down. This is going down, sir. This is some serious goddamn allegations, dude. You know what I'm saying? Who would have ever thought that Fat Joe was making freak off tapes, allegedly? He got a whole wife, everything. And to allegedly been forcing a 15-year-old girl to make your little pink pecker disappear, Fat Joe, pure survival. I really hope this is not true. These people I've been fans of. I've been fans. I grew up off these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Lean back. Lean back. You mean to tell me I had to lean back because Fat Joe was trying to pull out his wiener? This is crazy. Lean back. Lean back. We got to lean back. That lawsuit made me lean back. Pure survival. I said, no, this can't be, Fat Joe. I had to lean back when I read your lawsuit. Pure survival. This is crazy as motherfucker. You got Remy, she's sitting there crashing out because Pat Pooh's happy the motherfucker, you know what I mean, to get out of her goddamn hands. You know what I'm saying? Try to call Fat Pooh, oh, he a bum, he ain't got this and that. He done went and damn near married the world champion, the world female boxing champion of the goddamn world. Pure survival, Remy. And you try to talk all bad about Pat Pooh. We love goddamn Pat Pooh. No Diddy, pure survival. But the reason why we love Pat Pooh, because Pat Pooh stood for something. He sat there and represented and rolled with your ass for 6 years, over 6 years. And you thought because you was Remy, you can get on the internet and then try to play him and call him all these names. I can't stand that. When the female be talking about, oh, look at my man, he's so good, he's so great, he's so good with the kids, he buy me everything, he take care of me. Soon as y'all break up, she be talking about, oh, he's a motherfucker bum. He ain't paid a bill in the house. He ain't shit, his breath stink. Pure the Bible, yes, his breath stink like a motherfucker. Every time he talked to me about face, I would have to take 2 and 3 Tylenols. Pure the Bible. How you gonna tell me that man Pep whose breath stink, you know what I'm saying, when he's spitting the verse that he writing for you, the reason why you think that his breath stink, because he writing your motherfucking lyrics, Pure the Bible. So he gotta be in your face like this, Remy, while he writing your motherfucking raps. And he's trying to say the raps to you, Pure the Bible, hoping that you learn. This is why you said his breath stink, got me looking like my motherfucking breath stink, but my breath don't stink, Pure the Bible. So Remy, we ain't trying to hear that shit from you. Because how you going to say a man breath stink and you was with him for like 20 years? Press the Bible. If you with a motherfucker who breath stink, this means that your goddamn breath stink too. That's how I feel. Anytime a female try to say that, oh, he stink or he dirty. Bitch, well, you dirty too then. You been with him all that motherfucking time. You know what I'm saying? But back to Fat Joe. They are saying in this lawsuit, $20 million, Fat Joe allegedly did worse things than Diddy Glover. They got the S trafficking, allegedly. They got the PP loans, allegedly. The not paying the taxes and doing whatever sneaky. If he did this stuff, you know the IRS is on his motherfucking butt crack. They not playing with you, Joseph. They is not playing with Fat motherfucker Joe. I'm telling you, prayers of Bible. Even when Hassan Combo used to be making fun of your Fat Joseph, I never wanted to get into it during survival. You know what I'm saying? Because I make fun of Hassan Combo, but I ain't got a problem with Hassan Combo, prayers of Bible. He know how to do comedy, and it's funny as hell when I'm talking about his thighs. But when he would make fun of your Fat Joe, Hassan Campbell been calling you out for a long time. And come to find out, if this is true, Hassan Campbell was telling the truth the whole time. That doesn't mean Hassan Campbell don't want to be a rapper. He still wish he was a rapper during survival. But he was calling you out, Joseph. This is crazy, guys. This is heart-wrenching. And we need to pray for these kids. Because it sounds like the 15-year-old girl and the 16-year-old girl, to keep it honest with y'all, they sound like they were little fast little young girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, they sound like they were fast young girls. And you know the young girls that are fast and they with the goddamn smoke. But let me tell you something. Just because a young girl is a little fast and she, you know, she ahead of her time, she a little freak, you know what I mean? You don't be a freak and be fast with her. You know what I'm saying? You, since she's young and you see that she fresh, leave her little young, fresh ass alone. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? You don't take advantage of that situation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, Joseph, I'm not blaming you, Joseph, but this lawsuit hurt my damn feelings. And I've been crying for the last 3 days after all these celebrities I thought was good, stand-up motherfucking citizens, pure survival. I thought they was heroes. You know what I'm saying? Just like Tyler Perry. That shit crazy with Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry was allegedly pulling this dude's pants down, grabbing his boxers, trying to dangle and fiddle around with his little dingling. Like, it's like, I don't get it. These people got all this money to where they can live however they want to live. But if all these things is true, it seems like they wanted to use the money to control, to feel like a boss, to have people eating out of your hand, pure survival, when you didn't have to live like that. And I'm going to be honest about Joseph. Joseph always showed me the family structure, pure survival. I pictured Fat Joe eating some chicken wings on a private motherfucking jet, pure survival. He got his wife, he got his little motherfucking friends and shit. I didn't picture Fat Joe being involved in any of this. From the way that Fat Joe talked, pure survival, I watch his podcast. So that's why I didn't listen to Hassan Campbell. But now I should have listened to Hassan Campbell and Hassan Campbell's thighs. You know what I mean? Because his thighs don't lie, according to Diddy Glover, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? But come to find out, allegedly, if this is true, come on. They gonna have them little girls come out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they older now, because they said it's two 15-year-old girls and a 16-year-old girl. And they said one of the girls admitted to this, that this stuff really, really happened. And Fat Joe was allegedly buying them stuff, flying them out, you know what I mean? And having the one girl just, you know, eat his ding-a-ling up. You know what I mean? Allegedly, that's what it say in the lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? And bossing this dude around, threatening to beat him up. He got text messages and everything, like kind of forcing him on film to commit sex acts that under that he didn't want to do. And I ain't gonna front y'all. I'm guilty of laughing at men, pure survival, when they say that they was sexually assaulted. I'm guilty of it. When a man say that, hey, like the dude with the Diddy case, the dude said that Diddy forced him to have sex with Cassie, pure survival. I looked at that motherfucker. I said, "You's a goddamn lie, pure survival. Why would a man have to force you to clap somebody's cheeks unless you come from that? Unless you with the LBG community, pure survival. You lying in the motherfucker. You know what I mean? You got dudes that wish to be able to sleep with Cassie, pure survival. Diddy just gave Cassie's pussy up here. Here you go. Get the kitty cat. You got your cat food. Here, take the pussy. You know what I mean? And he said that Diddy forced him to do it. That's when I was like, hold on, these motherfuckers is lying. How can a man force you to? Now, I see if the girl look like Precious, pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? And Precious ain't even bad because, like I said, I look at people in their hearts. The Precious thing was a joke, but I'm saying, because you can be a good person in heart. That looks don't cover that. But I'm saying I thought that dude was lying and I laughed at him, pure survival. But now this dude that's suing Fat Joe said that Fat Joe forced him to have sex with women. He ain't say that Fat Joe clapped his cheeks or he clapped Fat Joe's cheeks, pure survival. I'm sure that that's going to come out later if Fat Joe, was into getting his cheeks clapped or into clapping cheeks, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? I know Fat Joe got a lot of, dudes that been in prison, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But Fat Joe is innocent until proven guilty during survival. But right now, Fat Joe, this shit don't look good, Joseph. I am sorry. Not right now. Like, if you got a lawsuit, Fat Joe, pure survival, and it was separate, all by your motherfucking self, it'll look different. But now they got Tyler, they got everybody. Somebody's working. Somebody is snitching, pure survival. Medea probably got on the phone from the hospital, said, look, before y'all lock me up, pure survival, I know somebody named Joseph. They said, who Joseph? Fat Joseph. Medea probably told on Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? Either Diddy, Medea, I know they are all in that motherfucker singing like Chris Brown. Pure survival. So my whole thing is, what I am happy about, if any of this is true, I'm happy for the young people that's coming up in the industry today. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all happy for the young people that's coming up in the industry. Because clearly this was going on for a long time. I don't know how, even Hugh Hefner, rest in peace to him, but the things I saw him doing on MTV, Pure Survivor, I'm like, how in the hell was this legal? If he was having that kind of, freak off mansion, at this time, oh, they'd have locked his old ass up, Pure Survivor. Because they not playing no more. You know what I'm saying? They is not playing. They is cracking down. They is Joey cracking down on all these people that's been abusing this money, doing illegal shit, you know what I mean? Using people that just want to come up and follow their dreams, and then come to find out it becomes a nightmare during survival. And we be looking at them on Instagram, they're doing all this wild, fun looking shit, and then come to find out people are getting pee-peed on behind the scenes. This is crazy. And like I said, everybody not no victim. To me, the people who knew what was going on and allowed it because they wanted the money and they are adults, you know what I'm saying? It's a certain degree of victim I allow you to be. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe 30 days, 2 months, maybe even a year, but 20 years and you stayed with the motherfucker? Salute to Lady D. Just hit that super chat. Pure survival. Hey guys, I made it. I love y'all. And we love you too, Lady D. Pure survival. Lady D, Fat Joe just got his fat ass sued. Pure survival. All that Ozempic, Fat Joe gonna be bony the motherfucker after this shit. I'm talking about Fat Joe next week. He gonna be looking like Charleston White. He gonna be looking like Charles. He gonna have one eye, skinny the motherfucker. Talking about say, no, yeah. Shout out to Charleston White, Pure Survival. You know what I'm talking about? But he gonna be skinny like CW. CW is the bony motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And me and Charleston cool. You know what I'm saying? But CW is very thin guy. So if Fat Joe go down to Charleston White size, Pure Survival, and I said he gonna end up having one eye, cause that lawsuit right now, I know that shit burned his motherfucker eyes. He looking at that bitch like, what the fuck? Pure Survival, all the way up. I am all the way fucked. This is crazy, guys. Like I said, man, this is breaking news. Fat Joe hit with a major, major, major blow. You know what I mean? And like I said, if Fat Joe innocent, uh, I hope he is. I hope they don't got no goddamn receipts and stuff like that, Fat Joe. I'm still going to give you the benefit of the doubt during survival. Now, Tyler Perry, you a different story. Medea, you are a different story, because that's something I actually really truly believe. Pure survival. I'm not going to lie to you, Tyler. I really believe that boy's text message that with you, Tyler Perry. I believe you was definitely trying to put your Dunkin' sticks in his tasty cakes. I believe that shit, Tyler. I'm sorry, pure survival. Especially when the one dude came out last year and he was saying this stuff about Tyler, and he was like, I don't want to say no name. Well, damn, you might well said the name. Christian Keys damn near literally said Tyler Perry without saying Tyler Perry, pure survival. So I believe that. But the Fat Joe thing, I don't know if it's just a lawsuit, but for that man to put that all in that lawsuit, that he was with a 15-year-old, two 15-year-olds and a 16-year-old, that's hard. That's why I said I can't just give it to him yet. You know what I mean? Fully until more proof come out. You know what I'm saying? But they said Fat Joe wanted to record shit, that he got recordings, like freak off tapes. So goddamn, if they got a freak off tape, Fat Joe, that room probably smell like Dookie. Whole room smell like Dookie. Pure survival. You know what I mean? And now they're gonna go in Fat Joe's dungeon and probably find 2,000 bottles of baby oil. Pure survival. For Fat Joe's tasty cakes, they're gonna get 2,000 pounds of motherfucking baby oil during survival. You know what I'm saying, guys? I'm going swimming. You see that beautiful motherfucking pool? You know what I'm talking about? 5 minutes away from home. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, man, like I said, Fat Joe, this is crazy. I've been chain smoking, guys. I've been chain smoking. Because all of these people been getting exposed left and right in Hollywood. God damn. We need another Cat Williams goddamn interview. Shay Shay, I know you probably scared to have Cat Williams on there. Because I know Cat ain't going to be able to sit in front of you and not ask you about that little girl that you had. Pure survival. You're going to be sitting there asking Cat Williams all these questions. And he gonna be like, hey, well, this is what I wanted to ask you, though. I want to ask you about the little 16 or 18-year-old girl that you had. Cat Williams going to confront the motherfucker. You asking me all these questions, Shay Shay, and when I used to think that you were gay, pure survival, but come to find out, you like the little young only fucking fan girls. Club Shay Shay like him an only fan girl. That's why Shay Shay was happy as hell when Diddy's trial started. I'm not gonna lie, I think for the celebrities. I think for them. Because Club Shay Shay was in hot water. We was all talking about him like a dog. Pure survival. Even Monique told us that. We didn't even know what Monique meant. That's how you know Monique was seeing him with them little girls, them little only motherfucking fan girls. And she told him to his face. And he still kept doing it. And then, you know what I mean? And then next thing you know, when Diddy's trial started, nobody was talking about Club motherfucking Shay Shay no more. Pure survival. He doing interviews right now, hoping, damn, please don't bring me back up. But it's so many other celebrities that's getting exposed. You know what I mean? I know Fat Joe hoping that somebody else get a lawsuit tomorrow. Pure survival. Straight up. Because Diddy Glover's verdict coming up too. Diddy Glover's verdict is coming up too. It's only one more week left to the trial. And then, for the people who don't know this, like y'all saw my King Kong's comedy skit or whatever, I was actually telling y'all the truth. There is a free Diddy party, a celebration, you could call it, at the courthouse in Manhattan, where Diddy's trial is. This Saturday, they're really having a free Diddy party. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if King Kong's really hosting the motherfucker Pure Survival. I can only imagine it. King Kong sitting up there with the mic in his hand, long ass Tootsie Roll neck. I'm talking about the king size Tootsie Roll. And he up there, I'm glad you all came out to support my dog. We are going to see if my dog is going to get free. That's why we having a free Diddy party for my dad. That's why nobody invited if they say no Diddy. You can't be here if you talk about my dad because that's my dad. We got chicken wing, we got fried rice, we got ice cream and cake. Anybody want to celebrate? We here for my dad. So this goddamn Saturday, there is a free Diddy Glover's party in New York City. Pearls of Bible. I'm definitely gonna go live. I was gonna go down there, but I'm going to Philly 4th of July weekend, spend time with my kids and my family, and you know what I'm saying? Lady D hit that super chat again. Lady D, Pearls of Bible. She said, "Don't let these crazy people make you smoke." Pearls of Bible. I know, Lady D. I'm trying to quit, Lady D. These motherfuckers fault. Pills of Bible. Lady D, I really don't want to do it. But these people make me do it. They be stressing me out, Lady D, during survival. You know what I'm talking about? Every day I'm reacting to these motherfuckers. Soon as I get in the house, it's probably they're gonna be like, "This just in, Jamil. Tyler Perry, the third victim motherfucker just came out." There's so many lawsuits coming out. I probably, as soon as I walk in the door, it's gonna be a whole nother lawsuit, Pills of Bible. So I'm like I said, man, this is crazy. This is breaking news. Fat Joe hit with a mega crazy lawsuit. I love all of y'all. Like and subscribe. My Instagram, Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. Follow me and I'll follow you back. We're gonna see how this turned out with motherfucker Joseph. During